We are all different. There is no such thing as a standard or run-of-the-mill human being, but we share the same human spirit. Stephen Hawking. Meet Robert. Robert is a 16-year-old high school student. Robert was diagnosed with vision impairment when he was 9 months old. What is vision impairment? It is defined as any kind of vision loss, whether it's a partial vision loss or a complete vision loss. Partial loss means having moderate to poor vision capability or the inability to see certain colors. Complete vision loss is defined as blindness. There are several causes that lead to vision impairment. Some common causes are age, infections, genetic conditions, and eye injuries. Currently, vision impairment is listed as one of the top 10 disabilities in the United States for people over 18 years of age. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, reported that 6.8% of American children are diagnosed with a vision condition, and like Robert, 3% are either blind or visually impaired. However, many of these conditions, such as glaucoma, amblyopia, cataracts, and diabetic retinopathy, can be prevented with early intervention. Regular eye exams are recommended for adults, and children between 3 and 5 should have at least one vision screening to detect amblyopia. Some popular management and treatments for visual impairments include diabetes control, cataract surgery, medication and eye drops for glaucoma, eyeglasses, eye patches, training, and surgery for amblyopia. Some characteristics of visual impairment include the inability to see objects at a distance, having trouble reading or learning how to read, bumping into things often, squinting, and cognitive developments such as object permanence and visual limitation are usually delayed in children with a visual impairment. Because these children miss out on nonverbal communication like body language, eye contact, and smiles, visually impaired children usually struggle socially. Raising children with a vision impairment may be difficult for some parents. It may be difficult for them to bond with their children. They may be depressed or they may feel guilt. However, it is critical for visually impaired children to feel accepted within their family. Parents and families are encouraged to interact with them as much as possible. Although visually impaired children cannot see their families, they are able to perceive emotions through the smiles and the tone of their voices, just like we connect with a friend over the phone. Children with visual impairments must explore and learn from their environment. The community is a great place for these children. A trip to the supermarket, bakery, or even a pet store will expose them to a variety of smells, sounds, and textures. Defining these smells and describing sounds to them helps them to make associations. It is important that teachers understand the degree of their students' visual impairment. Teachers can work with a trained consultant to organize curriculum and to ensure that the classroom is safe for children with vision impairments to move around. Teachers need to be patient and use repetition to help a visually impaired child understand the environment. Some ideas for group activities are auditory guessing games, reading for the class, and sensory activities. Braille and assistive technology have simplified and improved education for visually impaired students. Remember Robert? He was enrolled in an early intervention program, and with the assistance of a teacher of blindness and low vision, he attended mostly general classes and grew not only academically, but also learned skills for independent living. Robert is fully included in his high school classes and plans to attend college. In conclusion, visually impaired people like Robert perceive the world differently, but they also share the same human spirit as all of us. Like Robert, so many children with vision impairments have the capability to become happy and fully functional citizens with the appropriate support from their families, friends, and teachers.
So let's start with the water. In a water environment, we've got different animals. What kind of animals would live in the water? Do you know what kind of animals would live in the water? What about a seal? Would a seal live in the water? Should we hear a seal noise? Should we hear it again? Let's listen. That's right. Seals do live in the water. Let's come over to the ice. So let's think of what cold animals live in the ice. Let's go in here.